the journey of this Tattva Bodha. So the world outside is more important. The mind does not leave this. Why does not leave it? It is automatic, it is habitual. And now at your age, the social media is the new norm. Social media, Facebook and other TikTok. Not only this has created a different pattern in the mind. Oh, I should be recognized. I should earn a little more. Oh, this guy has earned more. This guy has done this. Oh, there is a rape party. So let me use the drug and to enjoy that. So all these are categorized as delusion. And as long as it is categorized in the delusion, it causes the problem. We have already understood perception. This guy who is a millionaire, he's a millionaire, yes. He is, he's 38, 39. So, this is his third case. So I explained to him, you see the girl is cute and beautiful, okay? You invited her for a lunch, that is also okay. This is all the virtual mind that creates a projection. We call it a virtual world, but basically it is a matter of delusion. So he invited her for a lunch, so they had a lunch. Now during the lunch, that is what he explained. I don't want to reveal his name. He has been my client, but this is a good example to explain. So during the lunch hour, he is thinking about this girl. What is thinking? I'll marry, I'll do this. So what are all these thoughts? The mind is creating a projection. So not only on TikTok, on the Facebook, but the mind creates a sense of delusion with reference to the external world. So once he came out of the lunch and he called me, I said, he told me that I was caught in a delusion. I said, you should have dropped it. No, I could not drop it. As long as I was taking a lunch with her. He went home and then his sleep was disturbed. Why it was disturbed? Because his mind is constantly thinking. Why his mind is constantly thinking? What is this state? That state is attachment. That is called the attachment. So you can just define the attachment. Attachment is a constant thinking associated with an emotion pertaining to any person, any event, anything in the world. I have a baby boomer with me who is also doing weekly sessions. She is a wonderful person. Retired. Now she has money and she is living very well. What she told me that she always invites, she hosts a Christmas Eve. She has her kids and their families there. It comes to 50 people. She cooks everything on her own out of love. But she's always full of anxiety. Always has a stress, what will happen, what will not happen. And then the people come. It has been almost 3 years. Every Christmas Eve, 1 week before the Christmas Eve, 1 week after the Christmas Eve, she lives in extreme stress. She is a wonderful guy. She is hosting people. She is inviting, she is spending her own money. Find out what causes that. What causes that stress and anxiety and reaction? Her mind is filled with a projected appreciation, a recognition from the guest. And who are their guests? Oh, their guests are their family. So in both the cases, the projection of the mind can happen anytime in any way. We have to be extremely vigilant in the beginning. And once we transform the mind, then it becomes very easy affair. So that is why I explained you. The first is the projection. Projection means that by the thought, I create another picture of that person, of that event, of that incident, whatever you say. Means external birth. Why I create a projection? I told you Eastern wisdom is very scientific, very logical. It has less to do with the ritual. But even if it has to do the ritual, it has to do it with the reason. It gives you the reason. So that projection for the acceptance, but it means this baby boomer had a lot of guilt, lot of frustration inside, as if I'm not recognized by the family members. That thought encourages, inspires us to host a dinner, seek the appreciation. In her mind, she is not getting it. That is also a projection. So I gave you 2 examples of projection. And it happens with every age. We have to explore. Does it happen to you? That is why it is blocking you. The intellectual understanding is not entering into an experience. Once we understand it, now you see the other side of it. Now you are crazy, then, nobody appreciates me, baby boomer sad. And this guy, millennial guy, what should I do? I offered her, did you offer her a lunch for the sake of your sensuality? For your projection? No, I would say yes. You were living in ignorance. You were living in the impurity of the mind. You are understanding? So everything is being cooked in the mind. Oh, I'm cooking the chicken, my son likes it and he will appreciate. My son is already busy in his family. And so no appreciation. Oh, this girl, I praised and appreciated. I invited her for lunch and she will. But my mind is cooking the story. Cooking the story of that person, cooking the story of the guest. Now what happens to my mind? So the Eastern wisdom says, any event, any person is a person. That's all. You are a wonderful person. Every person is wonderful in the world. But my mind projects and colors that person into a person of a seeking, of an attachment or detachment. So now see, our master says that thing, that object, that person is colored by my mind, fancies and fantasy and hallucinations and projection. Now that person or event appears as a sensual object. to be used, to be dictated upon. Where is that? You are not, you did never appreciate me. You don't love me. So our master says, that person is a person, still it is a person, but my mind converted that person into a vishaya. Sanskrit word. Vishaya means the poisonous. Now that person has become a poisonous object for my mind. And from there the delusion starts. From there the disturbances starts. From there the anxiety, and you can have a depression, and you include all the mental diseases that modern psychology explains. It depends on the past impression and the behavior and attitude of that person. It may result in maybe anxiety or depression or duality or split personality, long list. It can happen, it depends on that person. Tell me, does the anxiety exist? It exists in delusion. Depression exists? No, it exists in delusion. You remove that delusion, you remove that projection, where is the problem? So did I tell you, I asked this guy, I said, what is her age? She is 26, 27. Very good. So how many girls of her age are beautiful and cute out of 8 billion people? There may be billions. Really? Are you sure? So he recognized it. He said, do you want to say that why I'm not attracted by other cute and beautiful girls, why I'm attracted only to this girl? I said, that is the problem. That is your projection. That is causing the problem. And I told this baby woman, did you ever invite me for a Christmas Eve? So she started laughing. I understand it. I understand it is my problem. I said, yes, it is your problem. It is your problem. You created it. You projected it. Mind is very dangerous. And mind is very helpful. Mind is a necessary evil. We cannot do without the mind. But if we do with the mind, with the right thinking, the life changes. Then we purify the mind and we are ready for awakening. These are the impurities of the mind. So I already gave you that, after the projection you have a mental looping, and after the mental looping you have intellectual paralysis, and after the intellectual paralysis, then we have an ignorance. Intellectual paralysis means what? Intellectual paralysis means that I cannot give a right reason. Mind is constantly dictating. I'm not telling you the real story. This guy remained upset, disturbed, with a disturbed sleep for the last 3 days. I had a session yesterday, and today is Thursday, no, day before yesterday. And I was so tough. I cannot put his videos recording on the YouTube. I just fired him with everything possible. But best part is that he was listening and laughing, and he was understanding it is my fault. I was very tough on him. She left me. I said, why she should not leave you? Did you have an agreement before going for a lunch that you will invite her for a lunch and then she will be attracted to you? You create one projection, second projection, one hallucination, one imagination, second imagination, and your intellect is not ready to put the right reason. It is not able to see the right reason. And you are caught into that delusion. She wrote, he wrote that, my life is worthless. Oh, just for one girl, your life is worthless. I'm just telling you the story. This is how the mind creates the story. If we are not aware, there is no self-awareness. From where the self-awareness comes? From the intellect. Animals are intelligent, but they don't have the intellect. Only the intellect gives you the self-awareness. Are you understanding? That's why the tiger kills the deer, no sin. Cows eat the grass, they are not spiritual. So even in the science we have couple of misunderstanding. I'm just giving one example. They say, no, you should eat protein so that you should have a strong body. What the bison eats? How strong they are? Bison is pure vegetarian. Perhaps stronger than the lion. One lion cannot beat bison, cannot eat a rhino. Rhino eat grass. So because rhinos are spiritual people, we carry the wrong information. And that is causing a lot of problems. Now coming to the main topic before we take up the first verse I have taken one more session to make you understand. So just analyze, rationalize, give reason that I'm thinking about the person. In the case of millennial, he is constantly thinking about the girl, cute, beautiful. She is not responding to me. In the second case, what happened? He told me, I'm totally upset because she did not send me the text message. That is an extreme case. Did you know that what I said? I said, you write your message and let me send you the text. Read that text message and be happy. If the text message makes you happy, let it come from anywhere. He was totally upset because that girl did not send any text message. So I said, I will send you the text message, be happy. Dylan is thinking this beard guy is crazy. No, I'm not crazy. You have to follow the truth. That is the journey of the Eastern wisdom. What I'm trying to help you to understand. The entire process of delusion, of projection, of intellectual paralysis takes place by thinking, and that thinking is a wrong thinking. When I keep on thinking, I love you, obviously one time, my mind will also trigger some emotion. So the entire process, starting the journey from a perception, projected perception, bad expectations, and poisonous object, intellectual paralysis, in the entire process, my mind has started thinking wrongly. I should think rightly. I should think rightly. So now we have reached to a point that we have to ask what is right thinking and what is the wrong thinking. Wrong thinking leads to the impurity and the delusion, and the right thinking leads to the purity, calmness of the mind. Right thinking. House is house. House is beautiful. Yes, good. Good house. Yes, it's a good house. Girl is beautiful, yes, good for her. Accept and acknowledge. But I am a vigilant. My intellect says, you have accepted, you have acknowledged, you have appreciated. Done. Whatever is beautiful, let me acknowledge and accept it. Finished. I am vigilant. I don't allow the mind to continue thinking, repeat thinking. The moment I have a repeat thinking, I am entering into the entire journey of projected perception, poisonous object, mental looping. But the question is, what should I do for the right thinking? So there the principle of viveka comes. Viveka means discernment. Viveka is a Sanskrit word which means to think, to contemplate, to reflect, to distinguish. What to distinguish? So another principle of the Eastern wisdom says, you distinguish what is temporary, what is permanent. Cute and beautiful. Very good. Add 40 years to that girl and imagine. Eye bags, temporary. You and me, yes. Now I've started having eye bags. It is temporary. How smart I may be. I may be the master of, what we say? No, Mr. Universe. Add 40 years. You have the eye bags. You have the grey beard, grey. So the master says, no, temporary, permanent. I have to think of it instantly. Cute and beautiful at the same time. The moment the mind keeps on repeating it, temporary. My intellect says temporary. I like pasta, temporary. I like the drug, temporary. I have to invoke my intellect. I have not to allow the mind to dictate my intellect. That is what helped me to rise in awareness. What should I do after all? So the first practice is known as the Mangalacharan. First practice, Mangalacharan. Simple Mangalacharan. Mangal means Mangal. Mangalacharan has 2 syllables, Mangal, Charan. Mangal means auspiciousness, blessing, grace. And Charan means conduct and practice. So my conduct and my behavior, my response should follow what is auspicious. Cute and beautiful, auspicious. I am repeating it again and again. It means that she will remain cute and beautiful, temporary. I have to drop it. So Mangalacharan is the first practice that helps us to discover the sacred space which is present all the time. Take the 2 examples. Let me cook all the food on a Christmas Eve with a thought, with a feeling, I am serving Jesus in the form of my son family. Let me offer all the things. That is the why we say Christmas Eve. We don't say birthday Eve. Huh? We don't say Mother's Day Eve. Christmas Eve, that I remember the Christ while cooking the food. not seeking pleasure and acknowledgement from anyone. Let anyone come. You are all representative of the Christ. I'm just explaining what is Mangalacharan. It's very deep. Cute and beautiful. That cuteness and beauty belongs to the permanent existence. That manifests in a girl form, that is changing, that is temporary. So that is why we say when we practice Mangalacharan, we are entering into the permanent space which is auspicious, which is full of blessing and the grace. But how to do it? Do it by mantra. And that is why we have 100,000 mantras. Many mantras. One aspect. Second aspect is that this Mangalacharan practice had been practiced by all the masters without fail, directly, indirectly, discreetly, openly. And in the West, people miss this practice. People say, okay, let us do the practice of Mangala. No. The way my mind keeps on thinking and creates a delusion and intellectual paralysis, I shift the mind. Okay, now you start thinking, oh, may they all be happy. Oh, you are cute and beautiful, may you be happy. That is one option of thought coming from the right intellect. And the other form of the other thought, again coming from the intellect. Now my mind is sensual. I am attracted, I am attached, I cannot sleep. Oh, come on, let's go for dating. Did you understand that? Right thinking, wrong thinking. Right thinking, right thinking. So I continue with that Mangalacharan. One day the mind picks up. May there be happiness for all. We have done it last time. May there be peace for all. May there be completeness for all. The message is hidden. The way I'm attracted towards you, sweetie, yes, that is enough. Hold on, stop this. Attraction should not lead me to attachment. You are beautiful, finished. I'm offering to my God. That is why I invited you as a host. You all are my guest. I found many Christ here in your presence. Right thinking. You are still offering the same food. You cook the same food, but your attitude has changed. How your attitude has changed by the mantra. Are you getting it? Are you getting it? Mom, I hate my mom always does like this. Hold on. My mom gave me the birth as a human being. She did not squeeze my neck at the time of the birth. She nurtured me. She brought me up. Maybe, including my dad, both my parents are responsible for me to be born as a human being. One set of thought, other set of thought. It makes a hell of difference. Your parents may be crazy, but I am blessed because of my parents gave me the birth of a human being. If they are bad to themselves, not to me. I'm mature now. I can take my decision. That is the secret practice of Mangalacharan. We have thousands and hundreds, thousands of the mantras. Every master uses a different ways to express it. That intellect, you awaken the intellect, leave the mind which is dictating the intellect. Leave it. How will you leave it? By just being aware of it. There is a self-awareness, let me leave it, let me start. So when I keep on repeating during the practice of meditation or even during the day, it changes my mind. It sets the stage for transformation. I want to pick up one more thing and then we will do the practice. Eastern wisdom says, if you remember in our earlier sessions couple of years back, I told you that our Eastern wisdom says there are 8.4 million species. Out of 8.4 million species, about 8 million species are living beings. What is the probability? We know the statistics, little bit, I also know little bit. Probability. What is the probability of I being a human being with comparison to 8 million species? It is a lifetime. Had I been born as a mosquito, had I been born as a rhino or a bison, we don't treasure that I am a human being. Eastern wisdom says, no, first appreciate you are a human being.
+1718.
No. First I should appreciate, I should acknowledge. I don't acknowledge. Why I don't acknowledge? Impure mind. Why I don't acknowledge? I don't practice Mangalacharan. Why? Because all the stress comes from the back door. Nobody told you, I told him also, nobody told you to appreciate her that you are cute and beautiful. There are millions of girls of her age. Why you picked her up? My mind picked up. Why your mind picked up? Because you felt there is some need. There is some sensuality is there. It may not be physical, but there is some kind of an attachment. What it does, it puts these acts as a blackout curtain over the clear mind, intellectual paralysis, and when we are paralyzed, we keep on thinking like this, we enter into a lot of challenges and the problems in our life. That is why the Mangalacharan. So let us follow our practice of Mangalacharan again with that knowledge and understanding. Eyes are closed. Eyes are closed. Find out the right place. Right place. Place is always right. We have to set our mind right. Oh my goodness, you are always taking everything on the mind. Yes, that is how we will transform. Mind, check that the mind is following that. Mind is aware and alert and attentive. That leads to self-awareness. It's not clear definition, I'm sorry to say, in modern psychology. So self-awareness, it means intellect. Intellect means what? Knowledge. Knowledge means with a reason. Reason means cause and effect. If there is no cause, effect is there, it is a delusion. Okay? With that, so place of the body, You are aware of the place. How do you aware of the place? You experience it. How do you experience? You have a sensation. I'm just giving the cause and effect. How do I feel this sensation? I'm aware of it. So ultimately everything goes to consciousness. Answer is yes. Place, position, and the posture. How do I know it? How do I know? How do I know there is a place, position, and posture? Sensation. What is this sensation? Experience in the mind. Experience of the mind or experience in the mind. Okay. What is that cause of that experience? Cause of that experience, identification with the body. Identification with the body. Okay. How to identification with the body? Who recognizes? Intellect. Recognizes intellect. How it recognizes? Can it recognize any experience without consciousness? No. Oh, so the consciousness is the ultimate reality. No, that we will talk later. But just we are there. Now moving, being comfortable. Being comfortable. So we discussed in detail that the comfort is always there. Yes, if you remember, I'm linking this to the today's practice. The comfort is always there. Comfort hides by the blackout curtain of projection. Whether we say projection, or whether we say delusion, whether we say paralysis, these are the different stages. So now we have understood that part, we have a knowledge. Now look at the entire body, how you look at it. I would say move the mind on the skin of the body, from the top to the toes. What happens? We experience some sensation. It's okay, sensation in the body. We experience also the steadiness in the body. Okay, what about the comfort? Normal, in general, we experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Okay, that too is okay. Now our masters are saying, what they are saying, the comfort is always there. But why do I experience the comfort now? We have removed the projection in the mind. We remove the projection and delusion, so we experience sensation, comfort, and steadiness. Oh, the mind is so much impure that it picks up thought, feeling, imagination, and causes the projection. Yes, we have to remove that. When you remove completely, you are already awakened. Being carefree. That is our third step. Being carefree. So you see that what happens, there is another challenge that we have to follow and understand. in the beginning, in the state of place, position, and the posture, in the state of place, position, and posture, sensation, comfort, and steadiness, we can be easily carefree. So in the beginning, but gradually what will happen? What will happen? You can be carefree at all the time. We have to reach there. You can be carefree the moment, all the time. The moment your intellect takes over the mind and it perceives what it perceives, the knower and the known. It's a very small, subtle principle, but it's a great principle. What is knower and the known? That is what I've been explaining you again and again. Knower and the known, subject and the object. It is not during the practice, but during your entire day of activity, entire day of action, you are aware of two things: a single knower and many known. One subject, I can say I am, and millions of objects. You are simply aware. That is the practice, simply aware of the two. That takes our self-awareness to the next level. So in that state of place, position, and posture, no movement, experience of sensation, comfort, and steadiness, in being carefree, where the knower and the known are separate, perceived, they are already separate, but when we don't see they are not separate, it causes the problem. But now we are not going there. We want to break the conditioning by the thinking. Mantra is also a thought and a thinking. So I hope 3 times mentally. Now you see we are moving to the right thinking. That is where the Mangalacharan lives. So 3 times mentally. Why I'm saying that you may mentally in the beginning. So here why I say mentally, you even recite the mantra in the Sanskrit. We know from the science that brain always wants to learn something new. If you put brain to learn something new, the new cells, the neuroplasticity works. So that is why. So I'm combining it. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Mentally you are saying, looking into the space. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. Sarvesham swastir bhavatu. We have done mentally recitation. Now we'll go for the meaning. May there be happiness for all. May there be happiness for all. Let everyone be happy. Let everyone be happy. Oh, very good. Let everyone be happy. We have done it. And now the next phase is reflection. What is that reflection? Pay attention. The way mind repeats projection by thought and the feeling causes delusion, problem, and suffering. Here we are using the intellect. Here we use the intellect to think and reflect consciously. It is what the right thinking is. So what is the right thinking? Let everyone be happy. What it means, that happiness is present in all the 9 billion people on the earth. So it means that happiness is present in 9 billion people. Is your happiness different from my happiness? Or is it the same? Master says that state of happiness is the same. Master says it is the same. The state of happiness is the same, but it appears as if it is caused by some event, maybe because of car for you, phone for me. So we have to continue to reflect. So in reflection we find nothing in the world, car or phone, has the property of happiness. So you are alert, little more alert. Intellect is more alert. It says mind. Now anytime in the future, mind finds the pleasure outside, I will invoke intellect. I will invoke the intellect to start the right thinking, and that changes everything, my friend. Sarvesham, let us follow the second line of the mantra. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. You are saying in your mouth, Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. Sometimes what happens, the secret number 1 and the 2 are activated. Secret number 1 is activated, the mind may fall into laziness and sleepiness. So you have to be vigilant, and it will happen. Sarvesham Shantir Bhavatu. May there be peace for all. You are saying in your mind, may there be peace for all, as it happens with the wrong thinking due to projection and hallucinations. May there be peace for all. Mind says, what the heck you say? By saying may there be peace for all, the peace will never come. Don't believe that. That is an ego side of the mind. Mind is trying its last effort to ditch you, to cheat you. So meaning may there be peace for all. So again we put the same reason. Is the peace in you and me are different, or in all those 8 billion people are different, or peace is the same? And if peace is the same, it is everywhere. If it is everywhere, it is all pervading. And if it is all pervading, it is a peace consciousness. And if it is a peace consciousness and all pervading, it cannot be undone. If it cannot be undone, then why I am suffering? Sarvesham Puranam Bhavatu. Third line, Sarvesham Puranam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Puranam Bhavatu. Purana means completeness. Again, follow the same in the same state of place, position, in the posture, no movement, in the state of sensation, comfort, and steadiness. You get a glimpse. Oh, the comfort is always there. And in a state of being carefree, knower in the known, Sarvesham Puranam Bhavatu. May there be completeness in all. What exactly you want to say? Sense of completeness means what? Sense of wholeness. Let me take you directly. Our master says that real self is complete and whole. It cannot be broken into parts. Whatever is broken into the parts, or they present at one time, they are absent at other time, I am not searching. It is not complete. Body, not complete. Breath, not complete. Mind, not complete. Ego, not complete. So what is the complete? The real self. May there be completeness for all. And now comes the fourth line, where we use the word Mangal. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. You're saying in your mom, Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Make you clear. You see that only the middle word in Sanskrit changes in 4 lines. Otherwise, Sarvesham the first and Bhavatu, the last one, is the same. That's why I pick up this mantra. It is very easy for you to remember. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Sarvesham Mangalam Bhavatu. Brain. What it means, may there be, everyone be in the state of auspiciousness, in the state of receiving the blessing and the grace from the existence. But if the peace is all pervading, if the happiness is all pervading, if the sense of completeness is all pervading, they all together are always present. So there is an auspiciousness always present behind this word. We just remain there in the state of the auspiciousness with awareness of the breath. Awareness of the breath is there, but at the same time, we are aware of the auspiciousness. Front like the tapestry. Or just take an example of a carpet. Let me explain you logically. Like a carpet, you have a carpet back in the front. The front of the carpet has many patterns, many colors, many designs, looks very attractive. Very good. What do you want to say? I want to say that pattern is your place, position, posture, sensation, comfort, and steadiness. That is knower, and the known means carefree. That is experience of peace, happiness, and completeness. Okay. And the back of the carpet is simple, easy, normal patterns of the thread. As such, there is no pattern. So the back of the mind is auspiciousness. So being aware of the breath, you are aware of that auspiciousness. You are paying more attention to the back. Back means behind that sensation, comfort, and steadiness, behind that knower and the known, and behind that the peace and the calmness, behind that you're looking behind. You just want to explore what is behind. Now from today, couple of times you remember the 4 lines of this mantra, and during the day you mentally repeat, mentally reflect. When you're talking to your mom or dad, your friend, your client, or anyone, or you are sitting alone in your room, just, oh, let me do it. Let everyone be happy. Happiness is more and more with 3 times mental chanting. I am doing the louder, and you are doing the mental chanting. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. I want you to do mental until the mind is fully immersed, so that it can start even. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. You bring your mind on the right hand, bring your mind on the left hand, lift both the palms, place it on your eyes, bring the hands down, know your experiences.